Well, Brianna Ricker joins us here as we take a seat with Brianna, and we're kind of talking a little bit about the season. And when we started off the year, you guys were ranked in the top 25. It's been the weird year with the whole fireworks game and all the stuff that's happened. What kind of track us through the season? How strange has it been as a player?
Yeah, I mean, of all my 4 years here, it's my 4th year, which is crazy. This has definitely been one of like the weirdest and a lot of adversity that we've had to overcome for sure. I think just going back to preseason, I think it went very well, and I think coming off of last year and our off-season spring training, we were in a pretty good place mentally and physically, and I think we were pretty confident. I think we did lose like quite a big class, which was something a lot of us were nervous about, but we are all more than willing to fill those shoes. And so as we kind of entered gameplay, it was a lot about figuring out what our team looked like, because we weren't the same team, and we like had to accept that and realize that. So it took a little bit kind of getting used to each other on the field, I guess, and just working on those connections. And I think like as time has gone on here, we've really grown to like make really good connections on the field, not only on the field, off the field as well. So yeah, and then like the fireworks game, that was definitely a bit of like a mental setback for a lot of us, and I think at the time we didn't realize how much it actually was going to affect us. And there was obviously like a lot of drama and that happened because of it, and just with the prevalence of media as well, it really blew up, which we did not expect. So a lot of us were dealing with that and affected by it kind of negatively, which was unfortunate, but it was something that we overcome, and I think it made us stronger, and I think it made our team bond even more so because of it.
You said the big class that left last year, and you had to try to rebuild that bond. As a senior, as a leader, how do you make that bond happen? It's not something you can force. It kind of has to happen naturally. How do you make something like that happen?
Yeah, I think.
Or encourage it to happen.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I feel like just what I've tried to focus on being more of a leader is not trying to be someone I'm not. Like, I just want to have fun, and I just hope that the younger classmen feel comfortable, like, being themselves and joking about it in the locker room and around the field. And I think all of us like to have fun, like, when we step on the field together and stuff like that, which I think is really important and has allowed for some of our success now. So, yeah.
It's been more fun when you're scoring more goals, right? I mean, what's it been like for you this year? You've scored a bunch of goals. Does it feel different? Does the game open up differently? Are you seeing things differently? Are you getting into better spots? I mean, is there a change, or are they just going home for you right now?
I don't know. I don't really think about it that much. Like, when I'm scoring to win the game for my team. Like, I'm not scoring for myself, for my stats or anything like that. And honestly, like, I don't think like much has changed that much, like even from last year, because I mean, I'm surrounded by like really talented players like on the field who allow me to like score, I guess. So
you're the one who benefits from it, right? I mean, it comes to you and you finish it.
Yeah, I mean, I think like the only thing that's maybe changed in my game personally is just I feel more confident like when I step on the field. I just try and have fun. I kind of think of it as like a job that I really love. So I'm like, okay, today I'm going to go in, we're going to get the W, and we're going to get out of here. That's kind of like our mentality. We just put everything out onto the field, and if that is, and then scoring goals is how we do that. So, yeah.
We talked preseason about this being your senior year and what you were looking forward to and what you were expecting. Senior Day's coming up, the last home game here. Has it sunk in yet that this is it?
Or
will that be the one?
I don't know. I definitely have mixed feelings going in. It's bittersweet, obviously. I mean, it's more like sad than anything because it's gone by so fast. It's crazy because freshman year feels like yesterday. But I am really excited to have some of my family coming all the way from Vancouver, Canada, which is really exciting. And it's always a pretty emotional like atmosphere, I know, but beating Albany will just be the icing on the cake. So I'm excited to do that.
When you are done, maybe it's 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, what are you going to remember? What are you going to take out of your UMaine experience?
I think people say you're gonna remember the games like that were like important moments. You're not gonna remember the games that you lost. Like, I think some of my most favorite moments is just like winning a game like with the team and everyone hugging each other and cheering and just being so excited. Like, I have goosebumps just thinking about it and talking about it now, but those are the moments like that you won't forget. And like when you're in spring season and you're waking up at 6 a.m. to head to practice and you're like, oh, like I really don't want to do this today. Like, I don't want to have to wake up early. It ends up all being worth it because you're there with your team and they're like your family. So I don't know, just the relationships that I've been able to create like throughout the years are something I wouldn't trade for the world.
So what's next for you after UMaine? Where do you go after this?
Good question.
And when we find out, we'll let you know, right?
Yeah, on the next episode. I'm not totally sure yet. I know field hockey isn't done. It's such a like integral part of who I am as a person. It always will be. And I know once I'm done here, like field hockey isn't gonna be over. So I don't know if that means playing in Europe or kind of getting back in, hopefully with the Canadian national team back home, maybe doing some training with the development squad or whatever. That is something that I really hope to do. So, yeah.
Well, perfect. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.